If you clicked on this damn video because you ain't got no damn friends, sis, just stay tuned, okay? Just stay tuned, sis. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. It is B King the Goat, obviously. I am going to talk to you guys today about not having any friends. The first question I always have to ask, which is what my brother asked me, because I say it a lot jokingly and not jokingly that I don't have any friends, but do you not have friends? Or are you wanting to be friends with people that you probably shouldn't be friends with, and you're ignoring the people that are really there for you? That's the first, you ask yourself that question first, honey. Then we can go a little deeper into some shit, okay? Honestly, I think I'm 29 weeks. I don't know. I've been using my Baby Center app. But before I got pregnant, I would always see these posts like on Facebook or Instagram or being like, oh, you're gonna realize how many friends you got once you get pregnant and stuff like that. And it's just like, people always talk about, you know, losing friends when you get pregnant. And honestly, that shit is like real. Like that shit is pretty fucking legit, to be honest. Now, whether I was done wrong or I decided that I just wasn't on the same wavelength as people anymore and I cut them out of my life, you definitely do lose friends. And I don't think that it's necessarily a bad thing. You are about to reach a different level in your life. And I'm not even just saying with pregnancy. I'm saying in general, because I've lost friends before, you know, without being pregnant. And every time that I did lose, you know, some friends or, you know, whatever the case may have been in that situation, my life almost always was taking a different direction after certain people were removed out of my life. So if you're worried about not having any friends, or why you don't have any friends, or why you're losing friends, if you're losing friends, it's always imperative to know why you're losing them. Logically, you should look at yourself and you should look at the people around you, and you should really analyze the situation as in, am I losing friends because it's something that I'm doing? Or am I losing friends because, you know, it's something that they're doing to me that's making me act differently? Or if you're simply just losing friends because you're about to take a different path in life, which is nothing wrong with that at all. You should actually embrace you losing friends because you are about to elevate, in my opinion. It is definitely hard in the beginning. I will definitely say that. It's always hard. It's almost like, I mean, a friendship is like getting out of a relationship. If you've been friends with somebody for so long and y'all stop being friends, that's the same as you breaking up with your nigga. It's almost like, what am I about to do now? Who am I about to talk to? Who can I trust to talk to about certain stuff like this? And then you'll think about all the memories that you had with that person that you were so close with, and oh, we had such good times, and oh my God, they were so funny, they were so lit, blah, blah, blah. But in reality, it's a lot of lit bitches out here. It's a lot of funny bitches out here that'll be on the same wave that you about to be on. Whether you were the one that were doing the cutting off or if you got cut off, I don't think you should look at it in a bitter way at all whatsoever. I think you should just appreciate the friendship for what it was at the time that that person was in your life, because you definitely needed them in that time in your life. But you gotta move on after that. You have to be like, okay, well, you know, what do I like to do? That's when you start figuring out who you are, because a lot of times people get removed out of your life because you're so stagnant and you're so used to living the same routine. And God, universe, whoever you guys be talking about nowadays, be ready to take your ass to the next level, but you still stuck with Susie and them. Susie ain't doing shit but twerking in the club. Even though you twerking in the club with Susie every day, you thinking about, man, I really want to start this business. How can I start this business? Well, bitch, you can't start a business if you twerking in the club with Susie now. Now, can you? Susie don't give a fuck about your business. Matter of fact, Susie don't even want to run a business. She don't. At what point do you hold yourself accountable and start surrounding yourself around people that are on similar journeys as you? Not saying go on a like cutting everybody off spree, because everybody's not on the same journey as you, but you have to really look and analyze your relationships and really ask yourself, is this relationship benefiting me? I don't want to just go twerk with Susie all the time. Can me and Susie talk about, you know, hardships, working, what we're trying to do next? Can me and Susie talk about that? Because if me and Susie can't talk about anything like that, then me and Susie really don't need to be friends. And she's fun to hang out with, for sure. Like, oh, if I want to go to the club, let me call Susie. It's not everyone, but I know me specifically, it's kind of like when I'm really cool with somebody, it's hard for me to separate a going out friend and a friend. So why not find somebody that you can go out with and turn up with, and then that's gonna be on their shit the next day with you, even if y'all gotta throw up for 45 minutes in the morning because you got a hangover, but y'all finna get back to business after that. Not to give any steps to on how to recover friendships, but how to look at friendships for what they were when you had them and being able to move on from them, because you know that life is gonna get better as you progress. And this is with any relationship or friendship. And I'm typically not the bitch to go backwards. I've never really done that. So like, and I'm not trying to, I don't want to ever put my foot in my mouth and say that I would never do that. I just have never been the bitch to do that. There's nothing wrong with leaving a friendship or a relationship and going to see what's out there better for you. Because the truth is, people get back together all the time. People become back friends all the time. Later down the line, when they are both probably on the same wavelength, or maybe I needed to go learn some things by myself, or I needed to go work out some things in my own life and get my mind right, and they needed to do the same. So by the time we friends again, or in a relationship again, it's different, but a good different. It's not like I think this person is holding me back. Like, you don't ever want to feel like that about anybody, a friend, a relationship, a family member. You don't never want to feel like somebody is legit holding you back from being yourself, which I've had a lot of friendships where I felt like I couldn't necessarily be myself, because I felt like myself was like, I'm a very dramatic, animated person. So if you can't take my son, not my physical son, Boston, but I'm saying, like, if you can't take my light, because it's very, very fucking bright, and I know that, then I've been in situations where I've had a lot of friends that were jealous of me. I'm sure they weren't trying to be maliciously jealous of me, but it just was, you know, like, dang, like, she's so funny, like, she's so cute, she's so, you know, vibrant, everybody likes her. Like, I don't ever want to be in a friendship again where I feel like you're jealous of me or you're trying to compete with me. That's just me. So I feel like I've had to learn my lessons with certain groups of friends, because I don't want to be in that position to where I feel like I have to dim my light to make you feel comfortable. Bitch, you better get lit with me or we just can't be friends. Or you need to be comfortable within yourself to know that I'm just not a lit ass bitch, but this bitch lit and I love it, but we different and it's cool and we gonna make it work and we gonna mesh real well because we're different. I don't wanna compete with anybody. That's never been my thing. I've never been jealous of any of my friends. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like as humans, we all go through a phase of being like, damn, I wish I had this, or damn, I wish I had that. But I had never been the type to act on it or act differently or act funny because someone was in a position that I wish that I would have been in. It was just like, it was more so knowing how, and I tell people this all the time, it's not being jealous that's the problem. It's not knowing how to control your jealousy and knowing not to act on that shit. It's one thing to be like, I'm jealous of this bitch and I'm finna act funny today because she looks good, she getting a whole lot of attention and I don't never get attention. I'm finna act funny with her because she the problem. No, you need to learn how to be like, damn. Like, if you feel like, damn, I wish I got attention, keep that shit to yourself. Be like, damn, I wish I got more attention from people. But it'll come. You know what I'm saying? That's how I deal with things. Like, if I feel like somebody is in a position that I wish that I was in, I'll be like, damn, man, this shit's so lit. I wish I was doing that. But it'll come, though. Or I'll get something that's for me. And that's it. I'm not gonna act funny towards you. I'm not gonna do none of that shit. I just don't like that. So, I've had to cut off a lot of people because I felt jealous vibes. And I know what it's like. And I'm not trying to be cocky, but bitches been hating on me my whole life. Like, I'm not even kidding. Since elementary. Like, even, like, I had best guy friends in high school. And they would tell you, like, yo, Candace is so fucking cool. I don't know why all these bitches hate her like this. It's beyond me. She literally does nothing to nobody. And I literally did not do anything to anybody. True enough, you know, girls are jealous. So, like, if they man like you, then whatever. Like, I literally just stopped dating women. So, I never understood why bitches was mad at me over a nigga. I've only had one boyfriend ever in life. And I am now not gonna tell you my age. My birthday is actually in a couple of hours. But anyway, really look at the bright side. I do want you to analyze why you're losing them though. Because some people are losing friends because they really are the problem. Sorry guys, my camera got too hot. I've definitely gone through a phase where I had to like question myself because I was losing so many friends at one time. And I genuinely was like, yo, I genuinely don't know why. I'm literally not doing anything. I don't understand this. I understood later on, you know, because the path that I'm on right now it makes sense now that I look back on why I lost certain friends and certain types of friends because of the path that I'm on right now. Sometimes you have to leave God to bless people. And when you are well, I'll speak for myself. I'm a very selfless human being. I love people. Like the people that I call my own, like this is my family, this is my circle, this is my friend. I would do anything for them. And I didn't really have good people around me that I should be doing any and everything for. Not only do I know that about myself, God knows that about me too. So on the path that I'm headed on right now, I would have done so much for everybody that I probably wouldn't have had anything for myself. I would probably get so rich and not have a fucking thing because I would have given it to everybody. That's why I kind of move differently now, as far as the type of friends that I do want to have in my life. I don't tell everybody my business. I don't tell everybody what I'm doing, who I'm communicating with, or you know what moves I'm making, because I just don't want that. I don't want to attract any jealous energy, and I definitely don't want to attract energy where people use me, because I've been used a lot. It's a cycle, bruh. It's hard for me to not want to do for people. So it's just kind of like, if these people are removed, then you don't have no choice but to do for yourself. So that was my lesson that I learned in losing friends before this pregnancy, and especially during this pregnancy. I definitely learned who my friends were, who they weren't when I got pregnant. So if you see that post, that shit real. You definitely find out who your friends are when you get pregnant, or when you go through a big change in life, and I also had to realize that some people that I was friends with either A, had abortions or had miscarriages, and it was just kind of iffy. You know what I'm saying? Just because regardless of whatever I may go through or have gone through during this pregnancy, I'm genuinely happy about my pregnancy, and I've genuinely had a good pregnancy. And sometimes that just triggers other people. It doesn't have anything to do with me, you know what I'm saying? But I do understand it, but I also can't lower my vibration to meet you because of how you feel, and I'm just not going to do that. I think I've done that enough in my life, where I've held myself to be stagnant. I kept my vibration low. I dealt with things that I knew that I shouldn't have done with, which definitely lowers your vibration and attracts more negative things in your life. But we'll get into that. We'll get into vibrations. I'm really, really into that shit. We'll get into that on this channel as well. But I've done a lot of things that have hindered me, like horribly. So I'm just not in the business to do that anymore. I've dealt with depression. Like I always tell people, I'm very open about it. So I'm just not in the business, especially now that I'm about to have a child, to allow anybody to treat me any type of way. I'm not about to deal with anybody that treats me less than what I feel that I should be treated as, because the energy that I give people and the things that I do for people is big. Like, and I want that reciprocated back to me. And if it's not being reciprocated, then we can't coexist in the same timeline in the universe. We just can't. Anybody that I've ever cut off, or that has cut me off, or we just not friends anymore, it's legit no beef. I literally, and I pray for everybody all the time, so it's genuinely no beef. Like, I don't feel no negative energy towards you. I'm praying that you don't feel any negative energy towards me, because that's a waste of energy. But yeah, it's really no beef. Like, I wish them the best. I just know that we're just not on the same wavelength, and that we're just on different paths right now. Not saying that it won't ever come back and be anything, but even if it did, or even if it didn't, I'm okay. And I would hope the same for them, that they're okay as well. So it's just kind of just being mature about things. I don't hold grudges, so you know, it is what it is. I just wanted to encourage you guys, let you guys know that, especially if you know that you're not doing anything wrong, trust the process. You're not losing friends for nothing. There is something ahead that requires you to be isolated from the group of people that you were surrounded by. And other people's energy can be so strong negatively that it can definitely affect your energy and where you're going, and can block your blessings from coming in too. So in my case, a lot of times I'll know that God wants me to cut people off. Nowadays, I just have to go ahead and do it, because when God does it, it's just very like cutthroat. And the way I cut people off is pretty cutthroat as well too. But I just feel like, you know, God often, especially if we're being like, I don't want to use the term disobedient, but it almost is like being disobedient to your own divine being and purpose. But when you are being disobedient to your true self, God will allow things to get so bad until you don't have a choice but to let it go. And I don't never want it to get that bad. Like, I'd rather somebody just be mad at the fact that they cut off than it to be like this big dramatic just catastrophe. I don't want that. That's worse to me. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys, stay strong. Know that you are on the right path regardless of what happens. Everything happens for you and not to you. So always keep that in mind. Everything is happening for me, not to me. Even when something bad happens, good happens, whatever it is, just always try to keep that balance in your mind. Stay positive, and just know, like, and I love talking to people. So if you guys want to comment and talk to me, or you want to email me, or you have any issues, you can always email me and talk to me. I definitely love giving advice. I'm not a guru, but I've definitely been through a lot, and I feel like this is like my 9th life, to be honest. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this inspired some of you guys to be positive, and I hope that this was a comforting video for you guys to know that it's okay to lose friends. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. And yeah, if you guys need somebody to talk to, B King's definitely here. So I will see you guys in my next video.